Chase Claypool's time with the Chicago Bears looks like it's coming to an end. The wide receiver in the front office are on very different pages, and it just did not work out in Chicago. Head coach Matt Eberflus pretty much confirmed during his last press conference that the time with the Chicago Bears is over, stating, quote, "We feel it's better that he is away from the team," along with, quote, "Ryan handles all the transactions on the roster. I will let him answer all your trade questions," unquote. Nice poker face, Matt. And even more about this kicks in with the Chicago Bears making a roster move yesterday, which was much needed. The Chicago Bears signed 31-year-old defensive back Duron Harmon on a one-year contract from the Baltimore Ravens practice squad. The three-time Super Bowl champion had a career year last year with the Raiders, having 86 total tackles in 17 games, along with 2 interceptions, one being returned for a touchdown. And honestly, a pretty good signing all in all, that we're 0-4 and we went out and made an aggressive move. Hello, everyone. Back to this episode of Just Another Year of Chicago. My name is Dick Brody. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. Before we get into more about the Chase Claypool situation and the newest Chicago Bear, please make sure to hit the like button on this video. Put your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you please could, hit that subscribe button. So let's start off with the Chase Claypool situation and where he is likely to end up. So to bring everyone up to speed quickly, Chase Claypool said last Thursday in the locker room that he doesn't feel like he's being utilized well by the coaches. Claypool then became a healthy scratch on for Sunday's game against the Denver Broncos, which he didn't even show up to Soldier Field. Eberflus then said he asked Claypool personally to stay away from the team at this time via phone call with Ryan Poles, not in person, told him over the phone. And now Claypool is supposedly being shopped around by the Chicago Bears for a 5th or 6th round pick. Now, Claypool, who the Chicago Bears traded the number 32 overall pick for in last year's draft for, will likely have a new home in the next few days. Let's break down what he did in Chicago. He played 10 games, 5 starts, 43 targets for 18 receptions, 191 receiving yards, 10.6 yards per catch, and 1 touchdown reception for the 32nd overall pick. Nice. Poles' biggest swing and miss by far. So where could Claypool end up? The Philadelphia Eagles and Kansas City Chiefs have been linked as good spots. Both are looking to make a run and want more veteran wide receiver depth. My pick, though, the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers can start their rebuild a little earlier than expected with getting a guy like Claypool. He didn't work out in Chicago. It happens. And a guy who can play in the NFL, already has experience, and get a fresh start could be worth a 5th or 6th rounder by the Panthers. And if any of those don't work, the Chicago Bears are likely to waive him. Just a disaster of a trade. You hit and you miss. It happens. It's definitely Poles' first and biggest one for sure. But overall, got to keep moving forward. And that's exactly what he did, because he went out and signed veteran and 3-time Super Bowl champion Duron Harmon. The 6-foot, 205-pound defensive back is 31 years old and was drafted in the 3rd round by the New England Patriots in the 2013 NFL Draft. Said it twice, say it one more time. He's won 3 Super Bowls with them. A very clutch individual, coming up with key interceptions and turnovers during the postseason and regular season for the Patriots. A hard-hitting defensive back, great ball hawk as well, with 23 career interceptions. A 40 time of 4.51, fast to keep up with the speed, but also with the bigger guys as well. Hand size of 9 1/4 inches, an arm length of 30 5/8 inches, and a vertical of 36 inches. He can cover a lot of space horizontally and vertically and makes him a pretty big threat. In his career, he has played in 161 games, starting 78 of them, with 401 total tackles, 290 of those being solo, 9 quarterback hits, 43 pass deflections, 3 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries, 23 interceptions, and 1 interception for a touchdown. And last year, like I was talking about earlier, he had a career year with the Las Vegas Raiders. 86 total tackles, 63 of them being solo, 2 pass deflection, 2 forced fumbles, 2 interceptions, and 1 for a touchdown. The Bears need defensive back depth, as Eddie Jackson still is fighting that foot injury, as he's not practiced at all this week as the recording of this video. Crazy athletic, could have a very good impact. Has a chip on his shoulder from having a career year going to a practice squad. Also was a captain last year, and that veteran presence is much needed. I pray that he has a good time here in Chicago, stats-wise and overall personally, as it is tough going to a team that's 0-4. but hopefully he can be the spark that we need so we don't go 0-5 after the Washington Commanders. And a little bit rumor out there that we'll talk more about later, but apparently Matt Eberflus's chair is red hot right now, and if they lose to the Washington Commanders, he could be the first Bears coach ever fired mid-season. Stay tuned more for that, but with that, thank you very much for listening to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Rohde, and as always, bear down.